right, so the two umpires that we have today is Harry Rowe, the home plate umpire, and Ralph Klosterman, who will be in the field.
That was
That's what it's.
It doesn't surprise me everybody's talking about me. I'm sure it wasn't good. Oh, yeah. You're right. You know,
Today we have a nice little matchup between the Talawanda High School Brave and the Harrison High School Wildcats. Harrison comes into this game 5-0, Talawanda 10-10. And our starting pitcher for the Wildcats will be Seth Green, number 19.
We got nice 80-degree weather here in Harrison, Ohio. Great weather for a game of baseball.
Today the wind will be pointed towards the outfield, which should be helpful for a little bit deeper balls hit and maybe a couple more home runs.
Yeah, let's hope for some fireworks today.
First in the batting order for Talawanda will be Ryan Wright, the center fielder, number 2. First pitch swinging. That'll be a strike.
And we are underway. The 0-2, the 0-1 for a ball. Hit sharply towards third. Corrals. And sits him down.
That was a nice routine play made by the third baseman, which is Tucker Ward for the Harrison Wildcats today.
Next up, batting is Eddie Tanner, the shortstop. Yo-oh. Swings and pops him up. Someone got a call for it. And the play is made by the left fielder.
That should be the left fielder, Gavin Sparks, number 8. That was a nice play made by Sparks. Good pitching so far here from Green.
Yeah, only 4 pitches thrown so far. Nice quick inning for him. And Nathaniel Iden, the pitcher slash DH, takes strike 1. Green delivers. Swings through it for strike 2.
These are some nice pitches by Green here. He's going quick.
The 0-2. Chips it off. And Iden lives to see another day. Takes high, ball 1. And ball 2. Good take by Iden. Green's ready quick. Delivers the 2-2. Strike 3, sits him down, and Wildcats will hit. What an inning by Seth Green.
That was a nice quick inning there by Green, very efficient. And batting the first 3 for the Harrison Wildcats will be Jack Gears, Mitchell Mercurio, and Seth Green, the pitcher.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I surrender, I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
All right, so we are back with Harrison about to come up to the plate. The pitcher for Talawanda is Nathaniel Iden, who is just at the plate for Talawanda, throwing to Austin Puckett, the catcher, number 16.
First in the batting order will be Jack Gears, number 3. Here's the shortstop.
And the 0-0 takes a big cut, fouls it away for 0-1. Takes one down the middle for strike 2. The 0-2. Takes outside for ball 1. Fights it off. Stays alive. 1-2.
So far, pretty good at bat here from Gears. See if he can turn it into a base hit.
Pretty much does the same thing as the last pitch.
Staying alive.
You know, the coaches always love this. They love when the hitter can stay alive in these counts, fight, foul balls off.
Get the pitcher a little bit tired.
And the 1-2 again. Throws him, strike 3. Iden sits down Gears for the first out of the inning.
Some solid pitches we saw there. As you see the strikeout. Second in the batting order, Mitchell Mercury.
Takes for strike 1. Love the walk-up music from Mercurio. Snooze by SZA. It's a great track.
Mercurio, the right fielder, takes the ball.
Iden delivers. Fouls it off. 1-2. And the 1-2.
Fly ball into center field.
Oh, what a catch by the center fielder, Ryan Wright. Able to track it down and call off his left fielder for the second out of the inning.
Now here is starting pitcher for the Wildcats, also batting, Seth Green, number 19.
You always love to see these pitcher v. pitcher matchups. Green and Iden fought the first inning. Green beat him on that one. See if he could go 2-0. First pitch, it's a big hack, fouls it off. 0-1. Takes very inside, 1-1. Catcher lost the ball for a second there. takes outside. 2-1. Very patient hitter. Green is to start the at-bat. The 2-1. And swipes one out to left. Right under it is the left fielder, Ty Davey, to retire the side. Pretty quick work in the first inning from Iden. And we will see the Talawanda Brave bat again shortly.
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember. You threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
We are back at Harrison for the top of the second inning. Leading off for the Brave is the right fielder, Hunter Griffin.
Seth Green still in the game for Harrison as he had a very efficient first inning pitching. Here he goes, ready to deal the first pitch.
Big hack by Griffin, 0-1. You notice Charlie, Hunter has no batting gloves on. You don't see that. You don't see that every day.
You don't see that often.
The 0-1. Big hack by Griffin. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
That last foul ball looked like it went to the dugout for Harrison.
I noticed that too.
Looks like everybody's okay in there though.
Up, steps off. Maybe a little disagreement between him and the catcher. Looking to make quick work of Griffin. The 0-2. Fouls it back.
We didn't mention that Seth Green is throwing to Jackson Williams, the catcher, today.
And we do the 0-2 again. Ball.
That'll be 2-2.
And strike three, froze him.
It's a nice 5-pitch at bat. Green's been very efficient today.
Next up for the Brave is Connor Saylor, the third baseman. Takes a big hack. Looks like it might be in play. Let's see. The third baseman tracked under it and makes the catch.
And the third baseman, Tucker Ward, goes over to make that catch. That'll make it a 1-pitch at bat for Talawanda. And Seth Green retiring these batters early into the count.
You got to imagine the Harrison coaches are loving how quick he's retiring these batters. And Ty Davey, the left fielder, takes a hack, 0-1. Ball very low.
That's 2 straight pitches into the dirt here for Green.
The 1-1 over Williams' head. Ball 2. Chopped over to Ward again. Ward makes the running play, retires the side. Great work from Green. Might even be even more impressive than his first inning.
Yeah, we saw him retire batters with 5.
And we'll be back.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I surrender, I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome.
All right. Back, bottom of the 2nd inning, and first pitch already. Fires it in there for 1-0.
Right now we're at 4th in the batting order for Harrison. We have Jackson Williams, the catcher, number 7 here, as he takes the ball.
2-0 count. Very patient start from Williams here. The 2-0. Takes a big cut on 2-0. 2-1. Drops the breaking ball in there. 2-2. And the 2-2. What a way by Nathaniel Iden to come back from a 2-0 count, sit him down on the next 3 straight pitches.
Next up, we have Gavin Sparks, the left fielder, number 8.
Yo-oh. Rowe rings him up for a strike. Two straight strikes. And the 0-2 by Iden. Oh, just a bit inside. 1-2.
Let's see if Sparks can fight back from the early 0-2 count. Looks like he is.
2 inside pitches straight. Was able to knot him off. And the 2-2. And fights it off. Hit right to the second baseman and retires him. That is Kyle Jones to put him out for the second out of the inning.
Now we have Tucker Ward up, 6th in the batting order.
The third baseman making all the plays in the field. Let's see if he can do anything in the box. Fights it off, late swing. And sits him down for the third out of the inning. That gets a little reaction out of the crowd. And Talawanda will hit. Be back shortly. All right. We will be back shortly.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
All right, welcome back to Harrison for the top of the third inning. Seth Green out there for his third inning of work. Talawanda really seems like they have no answers for Green's stuff. Has been retiring them pretty quickly so far.
Yeah, Green, very efficient day today. Let's see if he can retire 3 more batters pretty quickly.
The first Talawandan up to start off this third inning is the catcher, Austin Puckett, and fights off a hit into shallow left field, and that is the first base runner of the game. Goes to Austin Puckett. Just able to fight that off to left field. Up next is the big first baseman, Adam Atcherman. Green checks first, deals. 1-0. Atcherman fouls it off to even up the count at 1-1.
See if Green can bounce back from that hit he just gave up.
Might be looking for a double play here. Let's see. Oh, tries to bunt. Tries to get him at first.
Good job, Mitch. Good job.
And Puckett gets
Good job, dog.
And Puckett gets back to first. Green deals. Swings over, strike 2. Tries to throw back to first again. And Puckett is back safe again. Atcherman down on strikes. Next up for the Talawanda Brave is Kyle Jones, the second baseman. Last up in the order. Green deals.
Looks like Puckett's really trying to get to second base here with the steal.
Yeah, big lead by Puckett. The 0-1. Chips it off. And that bloops into right field. So Kyle Jones is on with a base hit. And now Talawanda's threatening. With the top of the order coming up, Ryan Wright. Good on Jones to inside out that right field.
Green, after those first 2 innings, struggling a bit here early in the 3rd inning.
See if he can come back here. Starts off with a strike to Ryan Wright, the center fielder. Ryan Wright swings over a breaking ball. 0-2.
Puckett's got a big lead off here.
And swing and a miss on the high heat. What a way by Seth Green to come back from those 2 base runners. What a strikeout. Now looks at Eddie Tanner. And the pitch.
Looks like that's a base
and
hit.
It is a base hit. That's going to drive in 1. They're going to hold Kyle Jones at 3rd base. That is an RBI double for Eddie Tanner.
Austin Puckett got in home safely.
For the first run of the game, driven in by Eddie Tanner. Good way to fight that off right into right field. Exactly what Kyle Jones did. Next up, the pitcher DH, Nathaniel Iden. Swings over the low pitch, 0-1. See how Green can bounce back from this with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Chips it off. Kind of by our camera crew over there. Is now 0-2. Green could really use a strikeout here.
Let's see if Iden can get in 2 runs that are in scoring position right now.
And the outside heater doesn't put him away. Yeah, pretty much a hit anywhere scores 2. So Green really needs to be careful here. And roped into left field. Scores 1. They're sending 2. And 2 runners will score. That is a bases clearing single by Nathaniel Iden. And it is 3-0 Talawanda.
Yeah, Green's struggling a little bit here in the 3rd inning.
I mean, you saw he just left the breaking ball right over the middle. Iden smashes it to left field to drive in 2. Hunter Griffin, the right fielder, is up. Fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Yeah, Green really needs to get out of this inning. No 1. Just a bit outside. 1-1. Fouls off the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 to Hunter Griffin.
Fouled into his own dugout.
All right, the 1-2. And hits it to center field, but right to the Harrison center fielder.
Cohen
Herring. Good play. But Talawanda scores 3 off the back of Nathaniel Iden and Eddie Tanner. Showing signs of life for this Talawanda offense that really had no answers the first 2 innings. And we will be back shortly.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms. Thank you. Go.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading up.
And we are back. Nathaniel Iden at the bump, trying to hold Talawanda's 3-0 lead. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
That's Jack Miller, the second baseman there.
Fights it off to the shortstop and recovers.
Looks like he made it on base.
Looks like Jack Miller beat out the throw. You saw that Eddie Tanner, the shortstop for Talawanda, had a little bit of a bobble there. Miller able to beat it out with his speed. Next up for Harrison, the first baseman, Travis Raines, takes strike one. Harrison's definitely going to need a rally after that 3-run third inning by Talawanda. Fights it off. Oh, and it is by the third baseman.
Yeah, just made it barely past Connor Saylor there, the third baseman for the Brave.
And all of a sudden, within a couple of pitches, the tying run is at the plate for Harrison.
Yeah, that's Cohen Herring here up to bat.
The center fielder. Let's see how Wyden could bounce back. Oh, fights it off. Weak little chopper to third. Bobbles it. And no play.
Infield single there for Cohen Herring.
Connor Saylor, the third baseman for Talawanda, struggling to control the ball there.
Now we have the shortstop up, Jack Gears, and we get a mound visit.
The beginning of the order for Harrison. Yeah, those little high choppers into the infield, you know, it's really hard to make those routine plays.
Position players gather around Iden, making sure his head's still in it.
Of course, bases loaded, nobody out. Got to make sure he's locked in.
Let's see if Gears can get a couple runs in here for Harrison.
They're definitely going to need it. And Gears takes ball one. You can hear the Harrison bench getting loud. 1-1, 2 Gears. Biggest at bat of the game so far for Harrison. Let's see what Gears could do. Good take on the low pitch, 2-1.
Very patient here because you know he can walk in a bat.
And big swing, and there's a runner running home for Harrison, and he slides in safe. Jack Miller, heads up base running by Harrison. And Harrison chipping away at that Talawanda lead. Still nobody out. Now a 3-1 count to Jack Gears. And the 3-1. Chops it to third base over the head of Saylor. That might drive in two. They're sending the runner from second. No throw home. And we have a tied game in Harrison. Jack Gears with a high chopper.
Yeah, he got Travis Raines and Cohen Herring home.
Connor Saylor not having a good inning there out of third. Still nobody out in the inning for Harrison.
Got Mitchell Mercurio. Let's see if I can get it.
Oh, runner's taken off! And that is a drop ball. Jack Gears ends up taking third base. Mercio is, and the second baseman drops the ball. But is able to retire. Mitchell Mercio, but Harrison does grab the lead because of Jack Gears. The pitcher, Seth Green, now up at the plate for Harrison. Takes ball one. Finally, Nathaniel Iden has no runners on base. 1-1 to Seth Green. Good take by Seth Green. 2-1. Iden is moving quick this inning. Fouls it off. Souvenir for the fans out there.
Just hit out into the parking lot. Hopefully it hit no cars.
Yeah, hopefully not. The 2-2. Let's see if Iden could get an out. And the pitch.
Wild pitch.
Wild pitch. Sets up 3-2. This is such an important out for Iden. Allowing 4 without getting an out. He needs to get an out here. Let's see what he could do. The 3-2 to Green. Takes ball 4. And Talawanda seems to have no momentum after their 3-run third inning.
Yeah, just like that. Iden allows 4 runs and then he walks Seth Green. Let's see if we'll get a mound visit here. Looks like we are.
Looks like we might get some movement. Or it might just be a pep talk to Iden.
Looks like that's all it was.
Looks like they trust Iden to stick out the rest of this inning. Let's see if he can retire the catcher, Jackson Williams, as his next batter. You could definitely say that Iden's defense definitely hasn't helped him this inning.
Along with Connor Saylor, he's not having a great inning over there at third base.
Nope. And gets by the catcher. And Seth Green is easily able to take second base. Nice little showmanship between Seth Green and the shortstop, Eddie Tanner. Iden needs to get his control under order. The 1-0. Oh, and it's by the catcher again. Seth Green able to easily slide into third base.
Was he hit by that pitch? Or was that a...
Was Jackson Williams hit by that pitch? Possibly. Oh, looks like, yes, he was hit by that pitch. They do send Seth Green back to second, everybody. All right. Sorry for the confusion, everyone. Williams ended up getting hit by that pitch, so Seth Green has to go back to second. It is now the 0-1 to Gavin Sparks. Hits it through the right field side. That's going to score Seth Green. No throw home. And it's just turning into a disaster of an inning for the Talawanda Brave.
Yeah, the Wildcats gave up 3 runs in the top of the inning. Luckily, they came back with their own little scoring run. Nice 5-3 game here. Wildcats answer
Tucker Ward
quickly.
fights off the first pitch for a foul ball. Still nobody out in the inning. 2 runners on. 1 on second and 1 on first for the Harrison Wildcats. Iden's 0-1. Oh! Hits Tucker Ward. Yeah, his control is out of order. Seems like they might have to make a change. As you can see, Iden struggling with his control. Tucker Ward really had to wear that one. Bases loaded, nobody out for the second time this inning for the Wildcats. Have to imagine you're feeling really good after that top of the third. And Jack Miller, who actually led off the inning, takes a 1. Miller fights off. The next pitch, 0-2. Let's see if Iden can get a quick out.
You have to wonder what Jack Miller's thinking right now.
Being up twice in the same inning, a little bit of deja vu for Mr. Miller. And the 0-2 from Iden. Swing and a miss, gets a much needed strikeout, and finally puts 1 away.
We have Reigns up for the second time this inning as well.
Miller was fooled by the low pitch. Reigns takes for strike 1.
Looks like Iden's cleaned up a little bit of his pitching so far. Let's see if he can retire his second straight batter.
Good take by Reigns. 1-1. Chips off. The next pitch, 1-2. 2 straight strikeouts for Iden would be ideal for him and his defense, who have not been helping him out this inning. Reigns is ready. Iden deals. Takes. For a ball. 2-2. Can't let him come back in this count if you're Iden here. And the 2-2. Strike 3! And that is it for the inning. 5-run inning by the Harrison Wildcats, completely flipping the game. We'll be back shortly.
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember. You threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own, a place that I call home, this place that I call home.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes. I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
Most of us, we're not gonna admit that we need to help.
You don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts. It can be really bad.
It's just a beautiful space when someone can trust you and say, listen, I need help.
And just a little bit more on Seth Green for this season. He has 10 innings pitched, but 14 strikeouts. It's only a 2.1 ERA.
Yeah, those are some pretty good stats there for Seth Green. Let's see if he can make those stats even better this inning.
And to lead off the fourth for Talawanda is Connor Saylor, the third baseman. Didn't have a great inning at third.
Yeah, let's see if he can bounce back here.
In the bottom half of the third. Let's see if he could start a rally off for Talawanda like they had in the third. The 0-1 from Green. Saylor takes 0-2.
You got this, baby. You got this. Make him swing. Make him swing, baby. Come on.
And the 0-2. Saylor takes 1-2. You can tell Green really relies on the heat. See if he uses it here. Uses it, but does not get the call. 2-2 count to Connor Saylor.
Saylor fought off that 0-2 start.
Now 3-2,
Now
very
3-2.
competitive count. The 3-2, and fouls it off. Very good at bat here from Connor Saylor to lead off the inning for Talawanda. Let's see. What an at-bat by Connor Saylor, leading off the inning with a walk. Coming back from 0-2 down.
Yeah, that's not the finish to that you want to see from Seth Green. Had Saylor down early, 0-2.
Saylor fighting off pitchers to come back. Now, Ty Davey lays down a bunt. In fair. Bounces out of play. Let's see if Ty Davey tries to lay down a bunt again.
Good play by Green there, waiting for it to go foul.
And if he touches
not picking it up,
that's
yeah.
in play. And the runner has to move, and the runner pretty much moves over to second. Heads up baseball by Seth Green. Oh, takes off for second. Runner goes, and he is out of there.
Catcher Jackson Williams with a nice pickoff at second base.
Fires it in, able to get Connor Saylor running into second. So now that walk by Saylor pretty much wiped away by Williams' heads-up play. What a throw.
Jack Miller with the tag out.
Right to where Miller could tag him. Davey takes time. Green is ready now. Oh, seems to be a little confusion. And ready. And Davey fouls off the 0-2. We will do it again. Oh, looks like that hit something. Let's hope that car is insurance. And the 0-2 again. Takes. Green ready again. Fouls off again. Possibly in play? Nope. Out of play again.
At least that one didn't hit anything.
Yeah. Up, fights it off into right field for a base hit. Ty Davey. Talawanda starting off very pesky. Green gets him in favorable counts for him, and yet just can't finish the job. That's been the story of this game for these Talawanda hitters. Able to poke the ball out into right field. And hit to third base. 5, 4, 3, double play!
And Seth Green is pumped up to
Fired
get out of that
up.
inning.
The crowd is pumped. The bench is pumped for Harrison. Green able to persevere, and we will be back shortly.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Come on! Go, Diane! Yeah, keep it going! Yeah! Go, honey!
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane! Woo! You got this!
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
All right, Nathaniel Iden starts off to Jackson Williams, the catcher. Oh, I'm so sorry. Conan Herring. He starts out with 0-1. Iden deals low, 1-1 to Cohen Herring.
Cohen Herring, the center fielder.
A 440 OBP on the season for Herring. Let's see if he can increase that this at bat. And another low pitch. 2-1 to Herring. Iden deals.
Oh, looks like that was the 3-1. That's a walk for Cohen Herring. And very early, bottom of the fourth, they get their first batter on base.
Looking like more of the same for Iden, losing control. Let's see if he can get it back here with the top of the order, Jack Gears. Nope, wild pitch behind the catcher of Talawanda, Austin Puckett.
Herring goes,
and
makes
Herring,
it to second safely.
Herring gets into second. It's more of the same for Iden. Really has to get his control into order here. The 1-0 to Gears. Fights it off. Too short. Able to corral it.
Nope, looks like he got a base hit. Looks like that was a wild throw.
And yet, the defense still not helping Iden out here.
Looks like that was the shortstop that made an errant throw there, Eddie Tanner.
Eddie Tanner just out of the reach of Adam Achterman.
Now we have
and Herring able to move up to third. Goes to second.
Gears goes.
And Gears is into second safely. Harrison threatening again with nobody out in the inning. Low pitch. Iden deals. Chops it. And Iden able to get the force at it first. Herring decided not to go. So Iden doing a good job in not allowing any runners to score there. The pitcher slash DH, Seth Green now, with a great RBI chance with one down. Iden deals. Little high and outside for Seth Green. 1-0.
Rowe brushes off the home plate.
Essential for player safety. Iden deals the 1-0.
There'll be another foul ball out into the parking lot.
Yeah. Those windshields got to watch out. The 1-1. And fights it into the right center gap. That's going to score 2. And Seth Green has a 2 RBI single. And just like that, it looks like Harrison's pulling away in the 4th. You can't help but think, if you're Talawanda, when do you pull Nathaniel Iden?
We got Jackson Williams up, number 7, catcher.
And takes 0-1. What a knock by Seth Green, able to pull that into the gap of right center. 0-1. Fights it off into right field. Seth Green is going to be held up at second. Tanner corrals it, and that is another single for Harrison. They're seeing Iden really well by the 4th inning now, aren't they? Next up is Gavin Sparks, left fielder. Oh, and it is by Iden again. And both runners will move up 90 feet.
Now Sparks has 2 runners in scoring position. Let's see if he can get a base hit here for 2 more runs.
Iden another wild pitch. Right down the middle, 1-1. Iden needs a strikeout here. Can't allow any more runners to score. Fights it off. Saylor can't corral the ball. And everybody is safe around the horn.
Saylor's not having a great game here at third base.
You have to hope it gets better for Saylor eventually throughout this game. He's had a lot of chances for some putouts, just can't corral these balls. Next up, the third baseman, Tucker Ward, for the Harrison Wildcats. Talawanda needs to get out of this inning without any more damage allowed. And Iden's the center of that. Let's see. 0-1 to start. You notice Austin Puckett rises up pretty quickly. He doesn't want Sparks to steal. Worried of his speed. Low 1. Oh, and that gets by Puckett! And that will score Jackson Williams. Yet another wild pitch from Nathaniel Iden.
I kind of like what's going on right now. I think we should just keep it. Or if we hit around to the point where they need it.
And the 1-1. Chips it off. Miscommunication. Miscommunication by the second, first, and pitcher. So Tucker Ward is on first. And still, only 1 out for Harrison. Another 4 spot so far for them. They're looking to extend their lead even more. With the runner on first and third. Iden deals to Jack Miller. Strike 1. Iden deals. Ward took off, but foul ball, so he has to go back to first. Wonder if they send him again. Puckett has been ready for it, though. You can see he's popping up a lot faster. Iden would love a strikeout here. 0-2. And strikes him out.
That's huge for Iden there. He's 1 more out away from getting out of this inning.
Tucker Ward able to take second. Doesn't look like they're really worrying about him. Now that there's 2 outs, they only have to worry about the batter at the plate, who is Travis Raines, the first baseman for Harrison. Swings on top of the first pitch. 0-1. Little high for Raines. 1-1. You can't allow any more damage if you're Talawanda. You gotta sit Raines down here. Let's see. And that gets by Puckett again, and that will score another Wildcat. This one being Gavin Sparks. Another nightmare inning for Talawanda.
Yeah, Iden needs out of this inning bad.
Just multiple wild pitches. The 2-1 to Raines. Little inside. That is 3-1 now. The 3-1. Oh, over the head of Raines, and that will score another Harrison Wildcat.
That one being Tucker Ward, the third baseman.
Oh, man.
Iden needs to corral these pitches or it's going to get real ugly here. More ugly than it's already been.
You can't help but think a little bit of this is on the catcher Puckett, too.
As we have a mound visit.
And I can't help but think that this is going to be the end of Iden's day. Yep, hands the baseball to Skip. And he walks off. Don't really know how many runs earned it is for Iden today. Definitely not 11 because his fielders did not help him out here today. But not the start you want if you're Nathaniel Iden or Talawanda. The new pitcher in for Talawanda, Brody Morris. The sophomore has only pitched 9 innings to an 8.5 ERA and only 4 strikeouts. Brody called on by Talawanda to limit the damage.
Yeah, we'll see if this young man can get this third out needed for Talawanda to get out of this inning.
You know, I like what Talawanda's doing here. You're giving them complete opposites when it comes to who they're facing. You go from a tall right-handed pitcher to a short lefty. Let's see if this change will mess up Harrison's bats and quiet him for a little bit.
Sorry about that. Am I good now?
Brody just getting his practice pitches in here. Yep. And the next batter for Harrison is Cohen Herring, who actually led off the inning for Harrison. That's actually the second time now where Harrison's bat around the order. You know, you actually start to forget that Talawanda had a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, the 3-0 lead after that top of the 3rd inning. Well, now we're an inning and a half later, and it's 11-3 Harrison.
Brody deals his first pitch. Little high, 1-0. Herring looking to extend the inning. And his second time up this inning. Checks the runner back at first.
Runner safe.
Morris deals.
Good eye there by Herring.
Notice the outside breaking ball didn't bite. Can't get behind the count if you're Morris here. The 2-0. Another low pitch. 3-0.
That's exactly what he's doing, getting behind on the count. Now it's 3-0. Not the spot you want to be, especially when you just came into the game.
Of course. And takes a 4-pitch walk, Herring. Not a good start for Morris. 4-pitch walk, you hate to see it.
Very patient there by Cohen Herring.
And now the top of the order for Jack Gears.
Gears has a runner in scoring position and a runner on first here. Let's see if he can get a nice base hit here, drive in another run.
And first pitch fouls it off. Jake Gears, 15 RBIs, 486 batting average for Gears. Very reliable for this Harrison Wildcats lineup. 0-1. Hits a high ball to left field. Under it's the left fielder and retires the side. Ty Davey. Morris was able to clean up after his 4-pitch walk, but Harrison again with another 4-run inning.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
that stink. It's so annoying.
Got 20 for 22.
Robo, 9-1.
What?
No.
All right. And Seth Green back for his 5th inning of work.
Looks like we have a new batter here, Jericho Fletcher. Big man.
Starts him off 0-2. Talawanda, you really need a spark here, and it has to start early.
Green deals the 1-2 to Fletcher, and it looks like he got him, struck out. It was a pitch in the dirt, though, so they had to throw it to first, and that'll be a routine out.
Green is dealing today so far.
Next up for Talawanda will be number 4, Kyle Jones. So it looks like Fletcher pinch hit for Adam Achterman, the first baseman. So he will be playing first base in the bottom of the inning. Green deals. Foul ball. And that'll be a 1-1 count. And another strike there for Kyle Jones.
He needed to step out of the box for a minute, regroup himself from the heat.
Green deals, and he got another one. Seth Green. How about this pitcher today?
I mean, did you see the break on that pitch? Rose Jones in the box with a nasty slider.
Now, top of the order, Ryan Wright takes the first pitch strike. Green could get out of this inning pretty early.
No, it just went right past the glove of the catcher, Jackson Williams.
The 1-1 for Wright. Green. Another ball. That'll be 2-1 in the count.
Wright swings, hits it, and the shortstop cannot corral it.
That's Jack Gears who could not make the play there. So Green allows a hit right there. He could have gotten out of the inning if Gears could have just corralled that pitch. Or corralled that ball, excuse me.
Green still has to be calm with that huge lead that he has.
Looks like we have another pinch hitter. Spencer Likens is in for Eddie Tanner. So that'll be a first pitch ball. Green. Strike. Seth Green going quick with these pitches. He's ready again. That'll be fair, and Green makes the toss over to the first baseman, Travis Raines, and Green retires 3 batters early.
With 2 more strikeouts.
Green's dealing here.
And Harrison will be back up soon.
And we will be back.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're back here. We're back here at Harrison High School. Bottom of the 5th. First in the order for Harrison will be Mitchell Mercurio, followed by Seth Green and Jackson Williams. Brody Morris is still in for the Brave.
Got to give him a little bit more work. Only faced 2 batters. Got to imagine if you're Talawanda, you hope that you could keep Brody in for the rest of the game.
Mitchell Mercurio stands in the box. Brody Morris ready to deal his first pitch of the inning. Here comes the lefty pitch. And that'll be a
fought off.
Looks like a foul ball. So that'll be an 0-1 count.
Come on, you're all right. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, Mitchie.
Mercurio batting .348 with a .429 on-base percentage for the Wildcats.
See if he can get on base again here. Morris the pitch, and that'll be ball 1.
Just a bit high to Mercurio.
Morris, 1-1, and that'll be another ball.
Yeah, more or less the same thing.
Mercurio very patient today. As Morris deals, and that'll be a foul ball down the third base line. Let's see if Morris can get his first batter out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Morris deals, and that'll be a strikeout by Morris. Big to start the inning there by the sophomore. Now we have Seth Green, the lefty batter.
You know, the Talawanda staff has to love that. After all of this offense from Harrison to shut them down, first batter out. Gotta love that.
First pitch swing. That'll be a strike for Seth Green. Morris, the second pitch, and that'll be a
knocked around by the first baseman.
Base hit for Seth Green.
Seth Green really doing it all today.
Infield hit there for Green. Now we have Jackson Williams up. Let's see if Brody Morris can get another out here. They really need to start getting out of their innings early.
Morris deals.
First pitch ball. Williams ready for the pitch. Morris, and that'll be tip off of Williams' bat, foul ball.
You know, Seth Green, he really could be in contention for player of the game today. He's been pitching lights out since that three-run third inning, and has even drove in a couple runs today too. Really a do-it-all player.
Morris looks at first base, sees if he wants to pick off Green. Does not. Swing and a miss for Williams. Now he's down the count 1-2.
Morris could possibly strike out his second batter of the inning.
Morris deals. And Green takes second base fairly easily.
Looks like Puckett wasn't ready for it. Didn't even give the shortstop a throw.
Morris deals. That'll be a strikeout. Morris, with his second strikeout of the inning, retires Williams. Now we have Gavin Sparks up.
Let's see if Gavin Sparks can spark something for this Harrison Wildcats offense with 2 outs.
Green with a giant lead off of second base. He really wants that. He really wants that steal there.
Bucket might be ready for it this time.
Morris looks back, deals. Swing and a miss for Sparks. You know, that doesn't look like Puckett out there. That looks like number 14, Wyatt Conrad. Apologies that we missed that substitution. Morris deals, Green goes. That'll be a pop fly. Routine play for first baseman Jericho Fletcher. And
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember. You threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're back from break. Green's still on the mound today. You have to wonder, is he going to pitch a complete game today?
I mean, it looks like he has the energy to do it. He really hasn't shown any signs of slowing down today. I mean, that 3-run third inning was a bit of a hiccup for him, but otherwise, he hasn't allowed much. So I would imagine if you're Harrison and he keeps this up, you let him go the rest of the game.
First batter up for this inning for Talawanda will be Nathaniel Iden.
Iden couldn't really get it done pitching. Let's see if he can get something going hitting.
Green already dealing the first pitch, and he hits Iden.
Iden wears one. First pitch of the inning.
Not a good start here for Green.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Looked like it hit him right in the bicep.
Green wants to have short-term memory there, as he allows a hit there by Hunter Griffin. Base hit. Now we have 2 on, first and second.
2 pitches into the inning, and Seth Green's allowed 2 base runners to start. Calls up for his catcher. Looks like they're going to talk about how to go through with this. Green really hasn't seen much trouble since the 3rd inning, so let's see how he gets by with this. Nobody out. Connor Saylor. Oh.
Looks like we had a substitution. Caden Woodall is now batting.
For the 3rd baseman, Connor Saylor.
Tough day for Saylor.
And some errors in the field and then a caught stealing.
And
sliced to second base. Oh,
so
wow.
close to a double play there.
Woodall able to beat it out, but was able to get the force at second. Just check that out. The second baseman, Jack Miller, started the turn, but Woodall just beat the throw by Jack Gears down the line.
Green deals. First pitch strike. And we have another substitution here by Talawanda. Jack Stigall in for Ty Davey, the left fielder. So we'll see him in the bottom of the inning as well.
Talawanda just looks like they are going with completely new personnel.
2-0 count. Green.
Oh, gets by Green.
And looks like we got a runner home.
Oh, going to third.
And
and Woodall is gunned down going to third on the wild pitch. But Talawanda does score a run for the first time since the third inning. Now 2 outs in the inning.
Stigall swings. And that'll be a strike. Green going quick here.
And sits him down.
And that'll be another good inning by Green. And it looks like he just will be right back.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own, a place that I call home, this place that I call home.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes. I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
Most of us, we're not gonna admit that we need to help.
You don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts. It can be really bad.
It's just a beautiful space when someone can trust you and say, listen, I need help.
And we are back here at Harrison High School. Morris still on the bump. We saw after that inning had come to an end, Green made the signal to his coach that looked like he did not want to go any longer on the mound. So looks like we'll probably see a new pitcher the top of the 7th for Harrison.
I imagine Seth Green's really deserved it from this start. Otherwise, from the third inning, from the 3 runs he allowed, he's been stellar all game.
First in the batting order this inning will be Tucker Ward, number 12, the third baseman. Playing some Kendrick Lamar for his walk-up song. Morris deals, and that'll be a...
Ward hits it into the gap.
Let's see, down base hit. And he goes 2. Will he go? No, he stops at 2. A nice double there by Ward.
Stand-up double for Tucker Ward there, and he hits the Karate Kid Selly on second base.
Next in the order is Jack Miller. Morris looks back at second. Deals. Ball.
Morris really isn't getting anybody with that high fastball today.
That'll be a 2-0 count for Miller. Morris needs an out here. Morris looks back at second. Pitch. That'll be a strike. 2-1 count here for Miller. Still up in the count. Morris is trying to figure out if Ward wants to steal. Keeps looking back at him.
And he goes.
Ward gets the third base steal.
Conrad, the new catcher, by the way, sorry for the miscommunication before, ended up dropping the ball in the transfer.
These pitchers for Talawanda, pitchers and catchers really, not having the brightest of days today.
A lot of mental errors.
Morris deals. Miller. That'll be a foul ball.
Out of play.
Three-two count. Full count here for Miller. Morris. Payoff. And that'll be a walk for Jack Miller. So runners on first and third here for Harrison. Now we have Travis Raines up to hit. Big first baseman.
You gotta hope that you could keep the score at 11 if you're Talawanda have any bit of a fighting chance in the 7th.
Morris the pitch. Swing and a miss for Raines. Morris really needs something going here for Talawanda. Raines, another swing and a miss. Down 0-2 early in this count.
Very antsy in the boxes, Raines.
Morris deals, and that'll be a ball. 1-2 in the count.
A little high for the big man, Raines.
Good job by Raines. Staying patient there. Not
19 OBP for the senior first baseman.
Morris the pitch, another ball as Miller takes second base very easily.
Yeah, Conrad not even worrying about it. They're just worrying about the one hitter in the box, and that is Travis Raines.
Morris deals, and that'll be another ball. Now we have a full count here. Travis Raines down 0-2 early in the count, fights back. Patient here by Raines.
See if Rain could bring some thunder.
And that'll be another walk for Morris.
And again for Harrison, they have bases loaded, nobody out.
Now we have Cohen Herring up again.
One at bat by Travis Raines. 2 straight swings and misses and able to draw the walk. Still nobody out.
Morris the pitch. And that'll
Sky
be a pop
high
fly. Shortstop makes the routine play.
Didn't make it look so routine.
That was the new shortstop in the game. Actually, that was the second baseman. Kyle Jones making that play.
Looks like Talawanda pulled off the double switch to put Jones at short instead of his starting position second.
Gears, top of the batting order. First pitch ball for Morris.
I mean, it was such an important out for Morris there. Doesn't allow any of the runners to move over, and an easy out on one pitch. Let's see if he can keep that going.
Morris. That's another ball. Quick 2-0 here.
Gears here, you think, do you just take all the way until he throws a strike? You don't want to possibly hit into a double play.
Morris, the pitch. And that'll be hit
sky high
into center field, and that'll be caught. And it looks like we get another run scored by Harrison, and that'll be Tucker Ward coming in.
A sac fly for Gears.
So we have Mitchell Mercurio.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Brody Morris, you're still satisfied with that. You still got an out, and possibly could get out of this inning with only allowing one run on the bases loaded, no out situation.
First pitch, ball. A little bit high.
Mitchell Mercurio up again.
Go, Mitchie.
With 2 outs.
And that will make it to shortstop.
Adam tries to make a play, can't corral it, and that is going to score another for Harrison.
Yeah, that's number 4, Jack Miller, making it in. Kyle Jones could not make the throw to first base.
Those are the hardest type of plays at short. When you're moving to your right.
You have to throw back left.
Seth Green up again. Maybe the last time we'll see him today. Still 2 out.
Morris, the pitch. Green swings, and the runner goes up to second. Mercurio.
Saw Travis Raines there, was looking to possibly take off, but decided not to. Stay back at third.
Smart play by Raines. He knows that any hit ball here past the infield could get another run.
Yeah, you never want the last out of the inning to be a base running error. So good, smart play by Raines.
High fly center field, and that'll be
it. Oh, and it is dropped by the center fielder.
And here we have another run for Harrison. Green stays at first base, and that'll be Mercurio.
And it looks like that's the end of the game. It looks like we're calling mercy rule. Ryan Corral couldn't end up corralling the ball in center, and it looks like they're going to end the game. So you see here, Seth Green pops it up. Center fielder Ryan Wright didn't even have to move for it and just plops out of the glove.
And then the throw from short to the catcher, also a wild throw.
And they called it there. If you think about it, Travis Raines was the game-winning run. So that does it for our broadcast today. The score is Harrison 15, Talawanda 4.
Harrison only got 5 hits on the day too, so on those 5 hits, they got 15 runs.
If you're Talawanda, you really got to think about the errors and the fielding today for them. Let's see if they could bring a more sharp style of fielding into their next outing. Thank you guys on ICRC-TV Sports. I am Colin McDonald with my partner Charlie Frankenberg. Have a good one.